I guess at this point I would open it up to the floor. Okay.
I'll speak since no one's going to speak. Personally, if there's a compromise where we could have take the recommendation from Jessica and Colin, however, still somewhat be involved. So if we have to pull it back into the board, I wouldn't be opposed to that solution.
So maybe like an every other? Is that what you're saying, Stu? Like every other?
Something where, Jessica made a statement that at one point, if we didn't agree with the way it was going, we could pull it back in.
Yeah, the only thing I want to make sure is that I think from what I gained from that was that we could only pull it in for the subsequent hearing, not for the one that's currently being conducted.
Okay.
Carrie? Go ahead, Carrie. I think you're on mute.
I'm sorry. I got disconnected for a second. Can you repeat what you just said?
Yeah, I just opened it up for any discussion on the floor and or motions.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to have my hand up. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make a motion, and we can vote on this, and then I think that will solve the question of whether or not, how the board feels. And so I'll make a motion that we appoint an impartial hearing officer to preside over student disciplinary proceedings based on a 2-to-1. So every 2 hearings for a hearing officer and 1 by the board, with the name of the person being Alyssa Bartlett, serving as our impartial hearing officer. So since I'm making the motion, is there a second?
I'll second Gabe Marks.
Okay, Gabe has seconded that. Discussion. Go ahead, Carrie.
I'm in the car. I'm not sure what's happened, but I'm not.
Oh, your hand keeps coming up.
Oh, I don't know what.
No problem. I just didn't want to ignore you if your hand was up. Eric?
I don't understand why we would have a mechanical system set up to designate it for 2 and then have 1 done by the board, and then designate it for 2 and have 1 done by the board. I can't come up with a logic as to why that's a good idea.
The reason I propose that is because I think it still allows the board to maintain some involvement in that process, but I think it provides a better opportunity. Well, you know what? Actually, I don't even really like that. Now that I think about it, I'm going to rescind my motion. I don't like it either. I agree with you. I think we either should do it or we shouldn't do it. So I'll rescind my motion. Mary?
No, I was just going to ask for a little bit more information about, since we're back in a public meeting, about the background on why we would want to do this, and if it's commonplace for schools to do this.
I think the purpose of having the executive session was to limit some of the discussion that was probably not appropriate for the public session. Okay. So I think I'm going to rephrase my motion, and then we can either vote it up or vote it down. But my motion was to appoint a impartial hearing officer to preside over student disciplinary proceedings, specifically the hearing officer being appointed being Alyssa Bartlett.
Hey, Mike, I just want to clarify something. I think you're saying disciplinary hearing or proceedings. I think it's important to say expulsion hearings.
I'm just reading, but I'm reading on what the thing said. Okay, so I got it. For expulsion proceedings. I apologize. Okay. Is there a second?
Mike Sherrod will second that motion.
Okay. Is there any discussion? All right. Hearing no discussion, we'll move to a roll call vote. Dr. Benson Clark? Not present. Mike Sharon?
I vote yay. Yes.
Okay. Sue?
No.
Okay. Mary?
Abstain.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm going to abstain.
Okay, got it. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Bye, Dad.
Okay, Joe?
No.
Okay. Gary?
No.
Okay. Gabe?
I vote yes.
Okay. Eric? Eric, you still there?
Unmute, abstain.
Eric abstains. Okay. So I'm sorry. So, I'm going to vote yes, but that doesn't carry the vote given that we have 2 abstains. So let's see, there's 1. Let me just check that again. 1, 2. Actually, that's 3. I apologize. So that then the vote would be 3-2 with 2 abstentions. Is that right? Who are we missing?
No, I think you have 3 no's. You have Carrie, Joe, and Sue voting no. You have
Gary, Joe, and Sue. Okay,
you
got
have
it. Okay.
Eric and Mary abstaining, and you,
Okay.
Mike, and Gabe saying yes. So it
Right.
doesn't-
So it ties and it doesn't pass. Okay. All right. Look, then I appreciate everybody's input. And honestly, I was kind of on the fence about this one way or the other. So I think it was great that we talk about it. Clearly, the board doesn't have a definitive view on this. And if that's the case, then continuing on with the way that we're doing things, and maybe we'll decide down the road that we need to do things differently. But I think it was fair. We had the conversation, and I really appreciate everybody's taking their time in the middle of July unexpectedly to handle this.
Thank you for giving us that opportunity, Mike.
Yes.
Is there so given that, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All right, Stu made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mike
Mike Sherrod.
seconds it. We'll do a roll call vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Hearing none opposed, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.